Howdy folks, Greenside Project here, in what's a little bit of an update video, and a little bit of a, ooh, isn't this cool video? Not particularly about what I'm painting, which is, incidentally, one of the old white metal tank commanders that I got with a Lehman Russ kit many years ago. That's going on my Talon Lehman Russes, which are just over there at the moment, and I'll bring down for you to look at soon. As you can see, I've not done much with him. Done a couple of layers of his flesh, but otherwise everything's sort of on first layer phase, so don't get too excited about that. But this is actually the second video that I'm filming today. The first video I filmed won't be going up because between me filming it and me getting to my laptop to put it up, it's already become out of date. Why has it become out of date, you ask? Well, in the video I talk, as I often do in these update videos, about some rumours that I'd heard, or rather that I'd read, on Bell of Lost Souls and various message boards and on Fayed 212. This particular rumour was that, well actually I'll start with how the rumour came around. Forge World, bless them, released a new set of update rules to clarify things for some of their Space Marine models for 6th edition. And one of their rules mentioned a particular Space Marines chapter only being allowed to ally with Sisters of Battle, or as they now are, the Adeptus Sororitas, if the sisters in question included an Inquisitor. Now, this struck a number of people as odd because actually, as you may well know, if you've looked at the new digital Sororitas Codex, you can't have an Inquisitor. So, some clever soul, rather than just sort of speculating wildly and starting fake rumours, actually asked Forge World, and Forge World being Forge World, and generally, you know, nice human people, got back to them. And they said, ah, yes, we know about this. It must seem weird to you, or words to these effects, I'm paraphrasing, yes. It must seem strange to you that we've said that about sisters needing an Inquisitor, which they can't technically take. Hold on, and you'll find out what's happening. It will make sense. And after that, there's been a lot of speculation, and this is what I was talking about in the video earlier today, about, well, what's happening then with Inquisitors? Are Forge World doing an Imperial armour update or something like that with Inquisitors that would allow sisters to take them? Or some people wondering, are Games Workshop going to release something about Inquisitors? Maybe something linked to the Inquisitor skirmish game that was hotly rumoured about a month ago but never showed. So, I talked about the merits of those ideas in my previous video. I went downstairs to load it up and then looked. And it's been confirmed, not just as a rumour, it's been confirmed on the Black Library's Facebook page, so we can talk about it. Games Workshop wants us to talk about it. Early November, there is a digital Inquisition Codex coming out. Now, all it says the words full Codex, make of that what you mean, what you will. And it has been clarified that this will run alongside and not replace the Grey Knights Codex. So how will it work? Good question. I suspect it will allow you to field Inquisitors and units of Inquisitors that certain armies, in fact almost all, if not all Imperial armies can take. Perhaps not Dark Angels or Black Templars off the top of my head. There might be fluffy reasons why they wouldn't particularly have an Inquisitor with them. But I think it would be rules for your Inquisitor and retinues, maybe different equipment rules for them including them, and I'm going to say not counting them as part of your allies, but thinking of them as something else would be my hunch. Maybe as sort of a parallel force organisation chart. We'll have to see on specifics, but I think it is exciting. I mean, certain bits of the GW current fluff I like, certain bits I don't, but let's face it, guys, Inquisitors are really, really interesting. They're a bit of an anomaly. Bear with me once I get some more Avaland sunset. They're a bit of an anomaly because normally the Imperium, the Imperium doesn't really foster individualism, does it? I mean, I've talked about this before. Like, you know, you've got your Talon who are slightly individualistic, and certain Space Marine chapters are the Space Wolves, for instance. But in general, there's a bit of distrust in the Imperium for individualism. That said, possibly the most powerful, or some of the most powerful people in the Imperium, are those for whom are the most... Some of the most powerful people in the Imperium are Inquisitors who are highly individualistic. No two are the same. Some of them may wield demonic weapons, which other Inquisitors find heretical. They're given their only way to pursue the things, often, that they want to investigate. They're interesting. And anyone that's seen sort of that John Blanche, or series of John Blanche articles in White Dwarf, about people who've created different, very esoteric, very weird and bizarre and surreal, and very John Blanche inspired Inquisitor retinues will know what I'm talking about. So I think this is quite an exciting thing. Now, with most of the digital codexes, in fact all of them, or the supplements anyway, although like I say, this isn't being talked of as a supplement but a full codex, but most of them, there's not been new models released. With Sisters or Adeptus Sororitas, there weren't new models, so maybe it is a bit unlikely that we're going to see any new Inquisitor models, at least for the time being, although I've looked on Games Workshop's website, and as you'd expect, they've got the old or oldish Inquisitors models from the Grey Knights Codex still up, and in fact I've just ordered one to arrive at my GW store in the non-too-distant future to try painting up, to show you. But I think this is really exciting. Please do let me know what you think of this development. I really think it's gonna be cool, because as you know, I've got a few, and I've been working on a few Imperial armies, and the ability to build a retinue that would work in all of them, that's just cool. Anyway, now I've updated you, or well, you might have known already, but now I've had a chat about that, I'll show you what I've been working on. As you can see, here's my tank commander, wearing some lovely yellow. We've got my Al-Harim and two of his Command HQ are pretty much finished. Now let's get those in focus here. And you might be able to see a bit of freehand that I've done on Mr. Al-Harim's headscarf. It's not coming out too well because it's quite late at night now, and I've got a very glaring white light there, but you can just get the idea. And then up here I've got my two Lehman Russes, which are going to get in focus now. Nice one, lads. And you can see there's a bit of a freehand there. We've got Emperor in Arabic there. You can see the pigments that I've already popped on, which those of you who've already seen my using Lamian medium videos have seen. So that's only a quick update there, just to let you know what it's up to. I'll give you a closer look at Al-Harim, and then I'll say bye. And I have gone for a slightly bling Al-Harim. Get those out of the way so I can focus a bit better. Lots of gold and things, because although I know he likes to be stealthy, to catch the enemy unawares, you know, he's also a man, I think, that likes a bit of bling. You can also see I've put some pigment on his plasma pistol there to give it a nice, well-used look, because he's in the middle of a campaign. So, cheers, Mr. Al-Harim. I'll pop you down there. Thank you, everyone, for watching. My final, or perhaps my final, Spooky-tober video updates coming tomorrow or the next couple of days. Love you all. Take care. Bye.